With a simple search on YouTube, you can see that there are a handful of gurus or expert dropshippers that aren't too credible, and it misleads you, leaving you clueless as to where to actually start. And I've been in your shoes. I started dropshipping in 2017, and it was a completely bumpy road. So the goal with this video is to take you guys by the hand and show you every single aspect, every single thing you guys need to know when you're starting dropshipping in 2023. That way, by the end of this dense video, you guys will know exactly how to start dropshipping and make some serious money. And this will not be a short video by any means. I'm really pulling back the curtains on this business and showing you guys exactly how to do it and showing you everything needed to succeed, coming from someone who's actually made millions of dollars with dropshipping. The best part is this is completely free. So here's the breakdown of exactly what I'm going to cover in this video. Number one is going to be the mindset needed to succeed with dropshipping. Tons of people know about the business, but only a small percentage of the people actually make money. So I'll explain to you guys what it actually takes, coming from, again, someone who's literally been in your guys' shoes, poor, and then now I make a good amount of money. So I'll tell you guys what the difference is between myself and the people who don't succeed, so that way you guys can reverse engineer it and become successful. Number two, product research. I'll show you guys how to find extremely quality products that are going to make you tons of money in the next month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, and this will be very in-depth so that you guys know exactly how to do all of that. Next will be suppliers, covering exactly where to find people that are going to source your product. Essentially, once a customer places the order, you will have all the tools needed to know how to get the product to your customer with a cost-efficient way of doing so. Next is store structure. I'll show you guys how to actually set up your dropshipping store. For some of the stores we're running right now, we are using this exact structure, so it's very valuable. It's not like it's outdated. It's stuff we're actively doing. Next, we'll cover marketing and content creation, essentially how you guys can drive eyeballs and in turn sales onto your Shopify store in a profitable manner. And then lastly is going to be systems and hiring, essentially how I expand my dropshipping business, very simply put, how to keep growing. And for rolling into 2023, I want you guys to be equipped with all of the information and tools needed to absolutely crush it with this business. And let's get into all of this. First things first is going to be mindset. What exactly differentiates all of the people who try dropshipping and then they fail compared to the people like myself who try it, stick with it, and succeed and go on to make tons of money? If they all have the same exact information, it comes down to the mindset of the individual, and I'm going to share exactly what you guys can do to ensure you guys are successful with this business. That way, once I give you all of these steps and things you guys need to do in 2023, if you combine it with this mindset part, you guys will be able to crush it. Point blank, a lot of you guys watching are probably lazy, and I'm with you. I used to be a lazy piece of shit. But after having no success, I shifted the way I drop shipped and the way I looked at business as a whole. And once I did this, I got seriously rich. But how did I do this? I just realized I needed skin in the game. If you guys are wanting to be a professional dropshipper, you can't do so after just watching this video. You're gonna have to watch it, then you're gonna go test products, build your own website. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, the first few products you test and the first websites you guys make, yes, even though I'm telling you guys how to do it, they probably won't be perfect. It's like if you learn how to cook, the first meal you make is not going to be freaking amazing. It's not going to be Gordon Ramsay style because you still need that experience and skin in the game. I personally had to test 25 products before I found one winner recently, and so it's taken me quite some time, and knowing that, it will probably take you guys some time before you have a home run product and go on to make tons of money. With that all in mind, once you guys go through all of these different modules in this free video, do not just try this for a day or two. Make sure you guys are giving this sufficient time to actually test and to give it a shot. That way you guys can develop this skill for dropshipping and then actually make money and not be like a majority of the people who just try it for a second or two and then they just throw in the towel. That's not going to get you success by any means. It's not going to get you even close to that. So do not do that. But enough with the mindset and motivational things. Let's get into the juicy stuff that you guys came for, which is going to start with product research. So I'm going to hop into my computer and let's start finding winning products. But first, before we do so, I will need to show you guys what makes a good winning product. What better way than to show you guys some examples of products I'm currently selling and stuff I've sold in the past. So we're going to get into my computer and I'm going to show you guys that, and then we will go from there. So let's get into it. Before we get into exactly how to find winning products, I thought it would only be right if I share with you guys some of my past and current winning products, and then moving forward after this, I'll cover exactly how to find amazing products that can make you very good money. This is a product we're currently still selling. It is a wrapping paper cutter little device that you could sell to essentially anyone who wants to wrap gifts and cut wrapping paper pretty easily. Now, this is somewhat of a Christmas or holiday product. However, you can sell it for any season. So the reason this product sells is because of a few things. Number one, the cost of goods are actually very low. And by the way, this is not my website. After a few things that I cover in this video, I will show you how to make a website that looks 10 times better than this and will probably convert 10 times better than this website converts, because this one looks like trash. But the reason this product is selling is because it is a lower ticket offer. So this solves a problem, which is number two, it solves a problem, but it solves a problem for people, which is normally they cut wrapping paper and it tears, it rips, it doesn't look good, and it looks sloppy. And so people have that real issue, and it solves a problem without the customer dishing out tons of funds for the product. So solves a problem, it's affordable, and it has somewhat of a wow factor. Like, it's really simple and easy to understand, and it shocks people because I'm sure a lot of people trying to cut wrapping paper with scissors, and so seeing this simple and easy solution to their problem shocks the audience and in turn forces them to want to purchase your product. Now, we're going to stop selling this product in the next week or so, which is why I'm happy to share the product with you. Maybe come back around in like 10 months and start selling it, but don't sell this product. Here's another product that did really well for us. It was something where we generated a few $100,000 the month leading up to Halloween, and the reason it sold really well was pretty much the same thing. It's a seasonal product. We like seasonal products simply because we can get in ahead of the curve, ahead of all of the competition, test the product out, dial in with some really good creatives, which are essentially the videos you guys are going to use for ads. And don't worry, I'll cover that after we go over product research. I'll show you how to get good videos for your product to then market. And so this one was really good because it's very simple to get good videos. Like, we had a lot of them and it worked very efficiently because we were able to source so many, as well as the product shocked the audience again. People in their neighborhood have competition with their neighbors to have the best possible Halloween decorations and setups, and this was one of the products that really helped customers buy the product and then have the best looking house that they could possibly do for Halloween. And it's a super cool product that was very affordable. So kind of same thing. It was looking like it was a better bang for the buck. So essentially customers felt fine with exchanging their dollars for this product. And that's what you always want to keep in mind when you're selling products. Like, is it reasonable to sell this product for X price? It's why I would not spend $100 on a little water bottle. It's simply because it is not worth the price. Now, maybe a computer I would spend a few grand on simply because I can do all of my work on here. So think of that stuff when you guys are starting to test products and even find products. But that's kind of the product criteria. To sum it up, make sure it has some sort of a wow factor. I personally like products that solve a problem. However, that's not always necessary. And then you also want to have at least a 3x markup, which essentially means if you're selling the product for $30 or you want to sell it for $30, you need to get the product sourced from suppliers that I will show you after I cover product research for $10 at most. That way you have sufficient margins to run ads and profit. So now that you know what winning products look like, let's get into exactly how you can find really quality products to then go out and sell and in turn make tons of money. So let's go over exactly how to do that right now. Essentially, what I do when I first think of products, when I'm wanting to find something to really sell, is I understand that, and you guys need to understand this as well. When you guys are starting to sell a product, you don't want to sell stuff that people are currently selling. The reason I'm saying this is simply because if you sell stuff people are already selling, people like myself and other experienced dropshippers that have been in the game for years are going to already have dominated those products. So what do you need to do? What I personally do is I look at just a simple calendar-365.com and I look at any holidays coming up that are within 2 months or around that range. So right now it's December 5th and I'm on the website and I can see Valentine's Day is the biggest one that I'm seeing. It's 71 days away and it's a time of year where people spend a ton of money, and so that is probably the closest holiday that I could start to sell for. And you could sell Valentine's Day gifts in January, you can sell it all the way up to February, even honestly in December December, you could start to sell them, and it's a very good holiday. So once you guys decide on any sort of niche or category to sell in, for mine, for this video's sake, I'm just going to do Valentine's Day. It's in December right now when I'm filming this, so you guys could use this to your best ability and honestly probably make tons of money with Valentine's Day. But overall, you just want to look into the future a little bit and pick products that are going to make you money for a while. Like, it's, again, December 5th. You don't want to hop into Christmas products already because you just won't make money. Like, people like myself are already selling those sorts of products and they're pretty competitive. So stick with stuff and seasons that are around 2 months out. Also, it's going to start to be summer in like 4 or 5 months, and then people are going to start to buy swim trunks, tank tops, and all that stuff. Nice flip-flops, hats, sunglasses. So when you guys start to see all of these new holidays come out and all of these seasons and times of year, that is what you guys should be looking at when you're starting to pick your products and sell to all of those little, like, again, days of the year or seasons or holidays, because that's where you guys can really come up and make absolute killing and make tons of money and get rich. So with that in mind, what we will do is we will start to do some research. So firstly, I like to go on Google Trends, and I'll just look up Valentine's Day. I want to confirm my hypothesis and look over the past 5 years when people start searching for it, searching for gifts. So it's around the beginning of January where they start to really search for the products, and then towards the end, they really start to. So that is pretty much exactly what I was thinking, like end of January or end of December, beginning of January. That's when people start looking for Valentine's Day gifts, which is good for us because we've got some time to start planning, finding products, and then dialing in our website and marketing the product, getting ads, and just overall building out this business as best as we possibly can to in turn make tons of money. And if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will actually make a part 2 using this exact website that I'm going to build in this video to try and take it from $0 to $10,000 per day. So be sure to like the video, click subscribe, because I could potentially be showing you guys how to run up this store, or at least attempt to do it in a timely manner in front of your guys' eyes for free on YouTube. So again, click subscribe if you guys want to see that, smash the like button, but let's keep going. So once you confirm that you are at a good time horizon for the product, what you then want to do, and this is going to be a paid ad spy tool. It's something I personally use. I'll have a link below to join it. If you don't want to use it, no worries. You don't have to. It'll just be a little bit more difficult to find the products. But what I do is for Valentine's Day, I already added the filters, but I'll just clear them for you guys. But essentially what I would do is I would come onto this platform called MINEA or MINEA, and I go to Facebook ads, and then all you have to do, and I just cleared everything, all you have to do is go to ecom platform, do Shopify, likes, do at least 500. Let's make sure it's set to 500. There we go. And then we can do country, United States. And then here's what I also do is I do last seen. I'll do February 1st to 28th, meaning the ads are going to be last seen around that date. People are going to stop running ads towards the end of Valentine's Day if they are selling a Valentine's Day product. So I figured this is a good filter. And then all you'll want to do is sort this by likes. So once you do that, you'll start to see a ton of products. The first one is going to be the flower, like the enchant flower or whatever. This one's been around for so long, and then we'll just keep playing videos and stuff and see what we can do. If you don't see any cool products just off that filter, which we already are seeing a lot of products, what you can do is just type in gift. So I'll just go ahead and plug in the word gift. And then this is going to narrow it down to products people are going to be selling to their significant other. Understand, holidays like Christmas and Valentine's Day, people are buying products or gifts for their significant other, for their mother, for their husband, for their wife, whatever. So keeping that in mind, you want to look for those sorts of products. Like here's one that's the third most liked ad on Facebook, and it is just a photo ad. So it's, my man, the day I met you, I found my missing piece, blah, 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 I love you. That's, wives would get that for their husband, or girlfriends would get that for their husband. And those are the sorts of products that you guys can now pick up on and then sell them this year. Like it's going to be something that will literally sell. Same exact thing this year. They've been running this since January 25th of 2021, and they ran it February as well. So they are consistently just milking that product because it's an evergreen product that will just keep on selling no matter what year it is, simply because Valentine's Day, people buy these sweet, honestly kind of lame products that seems sentimental. So look for all those, and that's pretty much what you would do. So you would essentially just scrape this website until you really find a lot of good products that you want to test, and then you would start to build out a site. So that is one way to go about product research. So knowing that it's winter right now, you could sell something like a heated winter jacket or just a heated jacket. But with the search term heated winter jacket, you see a lot of dropshipping stores, Venustas or whatever. I already clicked on this website. It looks like it's a dropshipping store to me. It doesn't look like they have logos or anything on their product. Actually, they may, but that might just be edited. I'm not positive. So here's one of the websites, and this seems like it's dropshipping. They're probably making a good amount of money with this heated jacket, and they are selling this simply because of the time of year it is. Like I've been explaining to you guys, the reason I recommend you selling this sort of product, just anything honestly that is going to sell for a few months and then fizzle out. I'm saying that, which sounds kind of weird, because normally everyone comes into dropshipping thinking they're going to pick up on a product and just sell it for like 12 months or a year. However, that's something that requires quite a bit of expertise. And when you're first starting out, I would suggest against that. Just find a product that you can pump up for a little bit, make a little bit of cash. Once you have that money, then you can roll it into a brand or something else. But for now, this is what I would go with if I were you guys. So it's still winter time. You guys could still sell this sort of stuff, or just plan ahead. It's going to be summer in the next few months. By few months, I probably mean like we still have 6 months or so, but plan ahead for that. And then again, Valentine's Day is also very solid for selling really cool products that can then go on to make you tons of money. So that was research method number one. The second one is going to be just on TikTok. It's something very simple. Literally just search up like Valentine's Day gift or something along those lines. If you're wanting to find cool products, this is another way that's very simple, and it's essentially how you can find really good products that's free. You don't need any sort of product research tool. You just type in some stuff and then you're good to go. So going through this, you can see there's tons of little gifts here. I don't know what that is. It's like it's a cool rose with, I think that's either, a ring right there with some fake diamonds. So there's a cool product. I'm sure there's a lot more, but that is one way of finding products. Also, you can do like winter needs. I'm sure that'll come up with a lot of videos, a lot of chicks with clothes and stuff. So you could have sold like the fleece leggings or some sort of super warm jacket or something for the winter and made tons of money. But these are just very simple things. And you can also see the reaction with consumers when they're making these videos to see if they actually like the product. And then even past that, then you just dig into the comments. So let's just click, I don't know, this thing right here. Let's make sure this is muted. And then you never disappoint me. Where do you buy them? Do they have for darker skin tones? Where can I find these? So as you guys can see, like that product is selling really well. How do I get out of this? That product was selling really well. I think they're like fleece leggings. And so when you do this, look into the comments and see if people are actually wanting the product, like if they're in demand. And then that's a simple way to find winning products off of the overall holidays and like time of year stuff, where you start to research like seasons and stuff. So that's another simple way. Overall, like if I could best explain this, and quick shout out to Luke Belmar. I was at dinner with him recently and he explained this concept to me where it's like money is liquidity. Money is like water. And so money flows. You guys need to position yourself ahead of the curve, ahead of where the money is going, and then wait for it to catch the money rather than chasing it. If you guys are selling Christmas items right now, which it's already mid-December, you guys are behind. Same thing with all of this, with the way money flows. Money will flow during Valentine's Day. Money will flow during the summer. So position yourself ahead of where the money is going to go, and then you guys will make a killing. And that's how you guys will start to really understand what sort of products sell well and understand just how to test good products. So doing all of this research with the criteria in mind, that will really allow you to find good products, and it won't take you too long. Like just ensure you're finding quality stuff with either of those research methods to make sure the product checks all the boxes. That way you guys can move on. So once you pick a few products or one product, it'll bring us to the next crucial points in this whole video, which is going to be finding the right suppliers for your product to ensure you don't get ripped off, to ensure you don't get scammed, to ensure you have good pricing, fast delivery time, and all of that stuff to eliminate all of the headaches for you guys. So we're going to go over that right now. Okay, now we need to go over suppliers. So when we are adding products to our website, the first thing you guys need to keep in mind before you even consider selling the product is the product price and also how you are going to fulfill the orders once you start to get them in. There are various websites to actually fulfill your orders through. However, AliExpress is not the way to go. If you guys are trying to dropship, don't use AliExpress, okay? I'm telling you right now, please do not. However, there are two options I'm going to show you guys in this video that are going to be very crucial to your guys' success or your guys' demise if you don't listen carefully. So to state it simply, don't use AliExpress. Use one of these websites because they work a whole lot better and they will help you out a lot more. What I would do is I would go on to CJ Dropshipping. For this example, I'm going to use leggings and just search up leggings. And for this, we're going to be using these fuzzy leggings. So I would click that listing and then it's going to take you to this listing on cjdropshipping.com. And as we can see, we have all these different colors. We have gray, we've got black, blue, red, and that looks like another type of blue. So tons of different colors. Cool. And then it has XL, 3XL, XXL, small, large, and medium. So all of these different variants. It's got pretty much everything for us to figure out the overall price. You just select exactly which color and which size you want. And then you guys will see down here the total dropshipping price, including shipping and service fees and everything like that. What's cool with CJ is they offer a ton of different shipping lines. So if you want very fast shipping, you can go to Fast Ordinary. This will be 4 to 9 days, meaning it'll cost you a total of $9.69 just for shipping on top of everything else, meaning it's going to be a total of $14 to get that product shipped out to the customer. So keep that in mind, okay? 4 to 9 days shipping time. That is with CJ Dropshipping, and that's $14. Now we can go to Zendrop, type in leggings as well, and I'm going to scroll for a bit until we find the product, which is pretty much that one right there. We'll select it, and then we will see the total cost, $5.47 plus $9.10 for 10 to 15 day shipping. So that's a lot longer. That is going to cost us a total of around $14 or $14.50, $14.50 for 10 to 15 day shipping. For 7 to 12, it's going to cost us around $18. So $18 for, let's just say 7 to 12 day. So 18 for 7 to 12, but on CJ, 4 to 9 day shipping for $14. Clearly, CJ Dropshipping is the better bargain for this exact product. So all you would do is import the product onto your website. You just add the CJ Dropshipping app onto your Shopify store, import it there, or if you want to run with Zendrop, do the same exact thing there. But the thing is sometimes it's vice versa. Sometimes I go on CJ and the price is inflated and it's way too high, and then I go to Zendrop and the price is a lot more affordable, and vice versa. So make sure you guys are balancing between these two websites to ensure you're using the right one to get the product to your customer in a timely manner while also not spending a whole lot of money. So that way you guys can actually be profitable and make the most amount of money possible. That is the goal, for you guys to sell products and profit. And so CJ Dropshipping and Zendrop, those are suppliers that I constantly use. If you guys need a bit of clarification, essentially you guys are going to be marketing their product on your website, and then the moment someone places an order on your website for, let's just say, a red pair of these leggings in size XL, then you'll have the CJ Dropshipping app get all your orders info synced up, and then what will happen is they will just ship the product directly to the customer where you don't have to ever touch it. So they are the solution for getting products from China all the way into the United States or wherever you're selling the product to your customer without you ever seeing the product or touching it. So those are the supplier end of things. That's where you guys should actually be fulfilling your orders through, and that's who you should be using for all of this stuff to get quality products sent out to your customers in a timely manner. This is 2023. People want their product fast. CJ offers very fast shipping, 4 to 9 days. So does Zendrop. Zendrop can be a little more pricey. So again, make sure you guys are shopping around to ensure you're getting your cost of goods for as low as possible. But that is who I personally recommend you guys to use for your suppliers. So once you pick whatever website you're going to go with, now we need to basically build out our website. Now comes the fun part. This is time to build out a store. I want to also pick an amazing product to build out a store with, because I want to make sure you guys can see what a really good store looks like and what a really good product looks like. So like I was mentioning earlier, you can just type in winter needs because it's still winter. You could hypothetically still sell the products I'll select for this video. But once you do that, I've actually started to see a lot of girls talking about the overall, like the little flannel leggings. I started to see them. And so what you can do is you can just search up winter leggings for women, and you will see that this company, the Cozy Crew, is running up this product heavy with Google ads. They have a 60-day return policy, and they are just probably printing with this product. And so if you guys want, do the same exact thing with any sort of product you guys are trying to find. Simply just Google it and see if there's other brands selling the product. And so I do, again, see that this website's crushing it. So what I'm going to do is head to their website right here, and you can see that they have good amounts of reviews. I'll also check SimilarWeb to see that they just started in September. They started testing, and now October they did 30K visits. So they're probably doing like 40 to 50K a month, which is not too bad considering they're running Google ads. And so knowing that, that's in itself a sense of validation right there. So all you guys have to do is then grab this link, copy it, and then what you can do is come onto Zendrop and just ensure that they have the product available. So we'll just put leggings and see if we can find them. I'm sure we're going to be able to find them. So there's some right there that looks pretty similar to what these are. Let's see the colors they have. They have gray, navy, and black. And so we need to look for those exact ones. And then once you find them, let's get that out of the way. Once you find them, yeah, it's pretty much those. That looks like them. So let's make sure this is the right one. Variants, black, gray, black, gray. So we can just do black and gray if we wanted to, or we could keep digging or just request sourcing from Zendrop for all three of those colors. But for now, what I'm going to do is just import this product, or keep in mind this product and this pricing. So total, this will cost around like $12 to $14 to get shipped. And then they're selling it for $33.90. We can sell it for $34.95 or even $39, or do $39 and then buy one, get one 25% off. That way they get one for $40 and then they get one for $30. Then you have an AOV of $70 if you can really push that. And then you can also do free shipping on orders over $50. So that way they are more incentivized to buy 50. So a quick way to actually add this product to your website instead of having to redo the whole product page is you can go onto your Shopify store, click on apps, and then type in copy with the K, and then you can go to your Shopify app store. And this is going to be a little hack I like to use with actually just quickly making a product page. It's not something where we're going to completely leave everything and copy their product description, but we will just have all the photos get imported, all the GIFs or GIFs get imported, and then we will do tons of tweaking to ensure the product page is unique to our own website. That way we can be confident to actually run ads for the product, knowing that it's all our text. The last thing you guys want to do when you're starting Shopify dropshipping is completely copy someone else's website. That will get you into some trouble, so do not do that. But doing this will just be a very simple way to actually import the product and all the photos and stuff to make sure it looks good. Now we can leave the product title, Cozy Fleece Leggings. That's a generic name. And then here is where we'll actually start to tweak it. So I'll show you guys what it looks like right now, and then I'm gonna just tweak it myself, and I'll come back and show you guys exactly what I did. Essentially, I'm just gonna rewrite everything. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'll update you guys once I rewrite this whole description and just tweak words to ensure it's my own stuff that I'm having on my website and not someone else's. For example, keep your style no matter how cold it is. You could just literally write like stay stylish no matter stay stylish no matter the weather. That's a very simple way of rewriting exactly what I was saying. So keep doing that, and then just make sure if they have a brand name. So the Cloudy Fleece leggings, we would swap it to Cozy, and very simple stuff like that. So they keep saying cloudy. We could just say the Cozy. Make sure we swap those names or that word for Cozy to ensure that we are not copying them. And then we'll go through and rewrite all of these sentences. Okay, that took me only around 5 minutes to do. So what I did is just rewrote some of these sentences and some of the headers just to make sure it all sounded nice and simple. And I want to make sure everything's nice and centered and lines up properly. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did. It still looks very similar. I wanted to keep a lot of the same style and integrity of the product page. But now once you're done with copy, all you do is just click import product, and then it'll wait a second and it will import the product onto your website with just the click of a button. So once it's imported, I'll show you guys how to sync it up with Zendrop just to ensure that you guys have everything dialed in, because you do want to ensure once you get orders, you can easily fulfill them. So I'll show you that right now. All right, so I'm just going to search up leggings and then look for the product. So here it is right here. And then all we will have to do is just click import. And then all we'll have to do is just click add to import list. And then from the import list, once you guys have it on your import list, you can go to more actions and select the product to override. And then all you'll have to do is just search up the leggings. Let's type them in. There they are, cozy fleece leggings. And then that's pretty much all you'll have to do. So after that, you'll just have to sync up every single variant on the Zendrop listing compared to the store listing you have on your store, and then you'll pretty much be good to go. While the product is importing, we can actually build out the store right now. It's not going to take too long. So what I'm going to do is first go to the theme store because we need to add a different theme to our store. It's going to be a free one. Don't you guys worry. I've got you. So all we're going to want to do is add this one called Sense Theme, and we can just click try theme and then sync it up to my store. So we'll do the sub to Seb please store. As you guys have already heard, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. It's free to do, so may as well. But let's add this theme, and then while this is all loading, we're going to do a few more things. So the theme is loading. I don't want to waste any time. Let's go to policies right here. This is just, I'll show you guys how to navigate. You just go on your Shopify dashboard and then go down to the bottom left where it says settings, and then you want to go down to the policies. From there, actually, before we do that, let's edit the store name. So store name just says my store. However, we're going to be selling cozy leggings. So let's just do cozy leggings as the store name. That's fine. Actually, instead of cozy leggings, I want to come up with a more branded name. So we can do something like Cozy Republic. Cozy Republic sounds a lot more professional. So let's save that. Now we have Cozy Republic Company for policies. Now we can generate all of these policies. Let's do that. You want to ensure, I'm just going to do this as is for now, but when you guys are going through all of these policies, you can click create from template, but then once you create them, like I'm going to do right now, you want to go through and ensure you guys don't have everything on here or have like everything imported. And then if there's more that you need to add, you need to add it. If there's stuff you don't want to have on here, then you need to delete it. Like for example, I think it's the terms of service. Usually it'll put your address. If you don't want to put your personal address, put a business address if you have one. If you have a PO box, put your business PO box address there. But for now, I can just delete all of this stuff. It's not really, this isn't going to be a store I'm actually going to be using. So I'm just going to delete it right now. And then you can delete that as well. And then pretty much anything that just shows like add this or add that, you want to make sure you're deleting it. So right here, like add or subtract any other tracking technologies used. You don't want to leave that in your policy. A lot of people do because they don't actually go through this stuff and make sure that they're doing it all right because they're lazy. But just make sure you guys are deleting all of this stuff to ensure your product or your policies all look fine. If you don't, it's going to be a little bit weird and some people will be put off by that. So once you guys generate that, all you have to do is click save, and then now that's good to go. Now we'll be chilling. Actually, in the meantime, let's also do shipping while we're here. So let's manage all of these rates. And then what you want to do is you want to delete that. That's going to be domestic. And then all you can do is just edit this and then uncheck rest of the world and go through and ensure every single country is going to be selected. It's not too difficult, so just make sure all of these are selected. That way, if someone lands on your website, maybe they're from somewhere like Australia, you don't just set up North America shipping or wherever you're currently at. You set up, let's see, worldwide, I'll title it. Like I was saying, you set it up for every single country, so that way you know exactly which countries you have set up for shipping, and then it's nice to have them all together if you are drop shipping. That way you can just keep everything very simple because we are going to be creating a lot of different shipping options. So for now, we can do free tracked shipping. So we'll do that. And then let's add that. That's going to be free. And then we can do done. If you guys do want to do something where you're saying like free shipping over $50, all you have to do is click edit rates and then add conditions. So all you would do is based on order price and type in a minimum of $50. Now, when you click done, it's only free if they spend over $50. And then what you can do is you could do, let's just say tracked priority shipping. My mic is kind of covering my camera or my keyboard, so it's a little difficult to see it. And then you would also just do up to $50. And then for price, you could just do like $4.95 or something along those lines. That way it's $4.95. Oops, that's for weight. $4.95 all the way to $50 order price. And then after $50, it's free. So you can do something like that and then click save and you will be good to go. One of the things we do though is we'll sometimes add like priority shipping or tracked insured shipping, and then we'll just do free tracked shipping to see if we can then get out a few more dollars from each individual customer by charging a little bit more for shipping. By the time that's all done, your Sense theme should be good to go. So one of the things I used to do is actually edit the code, and then what I do is I would go to footer. So you can just search footer, and then you go here and hit Command F, and I would go on and type in powered by, and then I would delete this. I usually delete the powered by Shopify, but honestly, one of the things we've been seeing is people, like customers, like to see the powered by Shopify part. And we're seeing this on a big scale. We scaled to multiple 5 figures in a day this past month, and it's been very apparent that adding and leaving this powered by Shopify little thing right there, it actually adds a weird sense of trust where people don't think we're dropshippers because we're fine with telling the customers that we are hosting this website on Shopify. So it's just a little thing, but we're not deleting the powered by Shopify on some stores, and it's proving to work, which is weird, I know. So moving forward, what we want to do before we even start to mess with all of this stuff is we can go to catalog real quick. And then what we want to do is go to just any product page. There are random products on this website. Disregard them. That's not what we're here to make. What I want to do though is I want to work on the colors. So we need to go to theme settings and then colors and solid button label. We'll start to change all of this stuff. And basically, if you don't know what anything means, you can try and read like about what it says, but you could also just start to change the color and see exactly what it changes. So this color, I just changed it from purple to black, and it's changing the buy now button. So dependent on what sort of color you want to actually make your websites, you can then pick the color determined by your overall website theme that you desire. So for leggings, if I want people to feel nice and warm, we may want to do some sort of red, like maybe a darker red like that, or something along those lines to make people feel nice and cozy inside. So once you come to a conclusion for what color you want to use, you can copy this code because we will need it for later for our logo. And then basically all the different accents, you want to just make sure that they are going to be the same. So if there's a gradient you don't want, also, I don't know if you saw that, you can just go down and click delete gradient, like background number 1, you can click remove gradient if you want to. And so you can do all that stuff, and it's simple to do, but the Sense theme is honestly a little weird to set up when you don't know exactly what goes into this stuff. But for myself, I'm just going to remove all of these gradients to make this website look nice and sleek because we want it to be sleek. So let's keep all that going. And now that should be pretty much good to go. And if stuff for the Sense theme looks weird, like for example, this was on background 2, which is red with the black text. I didn't like that. I was going to change it on the theme settings colors, but you can actually just go to a different background, and then one of these should stick it right. So I want red with white text, and I just did that with accent 2. So now that's all good to go. Same thing with the footer. You can go here and click accent 2. And it should now fix that. Same thing right here, accent 2. And now that's a very simple way to highlight the text in white rather than black, because the black on the red background, it looked kind of weird and dull, but the white just pops. And so that's what you could do. Same thing for up here on the, I don't know if you guys can see this, the little header bar, you would just do accent 2. Boom, white text, and that's pretty much it. So before we start working on crazy stuff for the product page, we need to make sure, let's just click save real quick. We need to make sure that the homepage is dialed in. So let's just get all this done, and then we will get to the juicy stuff, which is going to be building out the product page itself, making sure it looks absolutely perfect to ensure your customers, when they come onto your website, they absolutely love you and they want to buy from you because your website is set up so perfectly. But before we do that, I want to show you guys how to set up this homepage, how to build out the logo. Once we do all that stuff, the last thing we'll do is the actual product page to just really seal the deal. And then after that, we'll go over tons of other stuff like marketing and expanding even past just this one product and much more. So let's get into building out this homepage. First things first, we will need to get a good image for this thing right here. So image with text, as you guys can see, all you have to do is come here, click select image. I don't know if this is something that you guys can do as well, but on my Shopify, you guys should be able to. When you are on images, you can either be on library or just go to free images. And then what you can do is type in like women's, actually it's right here, women's fashion. And you can see that girls are now posing in various different articles of clothing. So all you want to do is try and find some sort of warm, comfy photo that you guys can use for this homepage. So I'm going to keep scrolling around. I might search up other stuff, like we could do warm woman and see if something comes up, because we want to ensure that we're translating like the feeling of warmth and comfort over to our customers somehow, because that is why they're buying these leggings, is so they can stay warm and comfortable. Or we can do like winter woman, maybe something along those lines. We can also just do leggings. Let's do leggings. And we're trying to find something where someone is like comfy or cozy. So let's try cozy or comfy and see if we can find any sort of images like that. Nothing for comfy. We'll try cozy. Maybe that. Let's see. So that's just a very simple picture of someone's bed. Honestly, that could work very well. Like, it's not too complicated. You could do something like that. Like, want to feel like you're cozy in bed all day without needing to actually, or like while staying productive or something like that. So then we can go, once we pick a good image, then we can go right here and go type in something along the lines of cozy. Being lazy. Yeah, so let's do being cozy does not equal being lazy. And then you can say the Cozy Republic leggings provide you with maximum coziness without needing to stay bundled up in your bed all day. Something very simple like that. And also, like I mentioned earlier, yeah, let's select that. I think that image should save. Background, like I said, now we can swap that to accent 2, and then it's that white. So boom, that's how that looks. Perfect. And then shop now, we need a product link. That's why it's not a full solid color. We can just go to, for now, we'll just select that. It's, again, I'm just showing you guys how to build out the site, but that's something very simple you guys can say on your website to translate what you guys are selling and basically like why people should buy it. The fact is, being cozy does not have to equal being lazy. It doesn't equal being lazy. The Cozy Republic leggings provide you with maximum coziness without needing to stay bundled in your bed all day. So that's a great little piece of text. All you have to do then is just delete that section. You guys can remove all of these sections if you guys want, or if you want to fill these up with tons of text and stuff, be my guest. I personally do not like doing a whole lot of work when I'm just testing a product, and you guys have to keep in mind you're just testing right now. Like, you guys are probably just starting dropshipping, so put in a little bit of work like on your website and take notes as to what to do to ensure your website looks good, but also keep in mind that this is just the beginning of your dropshipping career most likely, so you're going to need to make a ton of websites before you're a professional. So keep that in mind. Like, don't put a week's worth of effort into a website only to have it run short and fail. Make sure you guys are building out sites fast, understanding what makes people buy, and then moving forward and progressing. So next thing to do on the homepage, welcome to our store. We can take that off and say free shipping over $50 or on orders over $50. Save that. And then next thing you can do is you can add a section. This is going to be the most simple and straight to the point homepage you guys will ever make. And it's because it is not as important as you guys would imagine. So all I do is I do a featured product after I talk about, you know, this little thing right here, image with text. I'll remove this subscribe to emails in a second, but after that, I just do a featured product. And so then we'll just select the product we are going to be making and selling, and that's pretty much it. You can remove some of this stuff. If you want to remove the share button, if you want to remove some of this other stuff, you definitely can. But I'm just going to leave it kind of as is. We can also do this. We can remove the vendor right there. And then you can do, yeah, kind of whatever else you want. Title, that's just title. But that's pretty much the homepage, guys, if I'm being completely honest. So let's remove the subscribe to emails. Or if we want, we can just throw this under. So let's grab that and throw it under, and then that's good to go. Now it's subscribe to our emails, and then there. And this color needs to be, let's just try that. I don't like that, so let's do that. That looks fine. Yeah, that's pretty much the homepage. We'll do footer too. Let's just work that out real quick. So Cozy Republic story. We started 19 months ago in New York City. Just two girls with big dreams, and now we have had over 10,000 orders shipped out to our customers who want to stay cozy during the cold weather. That's something that's, you guys can write it if you want, but the reason I said New York City, and I'll show you guys when I make the logo as well, you want to somehow try to incorporate something in the United States. I live in California, but I just said NYC because I wanted to associate our brand with someone or somewhere in the United States, because the issue is everyone has their guard up when they're shopping online. So you want to try to bring people's guard down and ensure you're going to actually be selling them a good product that they can trust, which is why I said those things. I'm not a girl. I'm a dude who started this store like a few seconds ago, and I said 19 months ago. You can't, like, if you don't want to write that, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to drop ship, this is some of the stuff you may want to look into doing. However, if you want to be completely transparent with them, you could say, hey, this is my first dropshipping store and I make 3x markup on every single product, but I'm just telling you guys what I personally do. You can take that and run with it if you want. If not, no big deal. And then you can do our info. And then what you could do is contact@cozyrepublic.com, hit enter. All this is going to do is going to instill more trust with the consumer. So I don't know New York's area code, but let's say it's 729. I'm just going to type in some numbers. 209 dash da, 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 da. There's a phone number, and then there's a street address, Harvard Street, New York City, New York, da 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 da. Nah. So all this does right here is just instills a little bit more trust for us. We put our personal info. I'm just typing in something random for you guys. Let's do +1. So that's what I would do as well for the footer. The reason I do that is I want to, again, instill trust into the consumer. Now, for us, for our stores, we put our actual company addresses, we put our actual customer support phone number, and our actual email. But for this store, I'm just putting filler stuff because, again, this store, I'm just setting up for you guys to actually see what we're doing. But so far, like, now that you guys can see, this website is not looking bad by any means, and this is only the homepage. So some things we still need to do are a logo for the header, and then our product page, we need some work to do on that. So let's go to the product page. Let's finish this up, make sure it looks completely dialed in, and then we will go from there, making the logo, and then we'll be pretty much good to go. And then we have a few minor things to do with pages and all that stuff, but then after that, the whole Shopify store is going to be built, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time. Now, this may take you a little bit longer, so if I'm going too fast, you can play this video at 0.5 speed or something along those lines. But for this instance, I'm just going to go at my pace because it's going to be something that's pretty simple for me to crank out. So what we're going to do on the product page is one thing we need to remove. There's a title right here that's going to say vendor. We don't need to say the vendor. What we can do though is we can move that text under title, and then we can say Cozy Republic NYC and just do that subtle little thing right there. We can also do like here, a little break line, free returns, and then another one, fast shipping. So that's something very, very subtle that looks pretty damn solid. So you can save that just to make sure it's all solidified. It's something, again, super little, but people see these things and they're like, oh, Cozy Republic NYC. It's not like it's just some random dropshipping store online. And then they say free returns, fast shipping. That in the consumer's eyes, they're like, hell yeah, let's get it going. Let's buy the product. And then now down here, what is going to happen is this is where you can start creating drop-down menus. So This says ingredients. However, we don't want to say that. What we can do is we can do something along the lines of like, what's the quality or what material it's made from. So I'm going to try and look for some sort of cool little logo. We can do like leaf maybe. I don't really like that. That looks like it's going to be a coffee drink or something. So we can just pick one of these little logos right here. So I'm just going to keep looking. We could just do the check mark. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, we can say vegan, like 100%, not 10%, 100% vegan. So that's pretty good right there. And then let's make sure that's all good. So that looks like that. And then for the 100% vegan, all you can just say is our cozy leggings are made of 100% vegan materials. The animals happy. Something simple like that would resonate well with your audience as long as they care about animals. If you're selling knives, like hunting knives or something crazy, don't say anything like this because the people probably don't care. So play to your audience, and then you're not going to want to say how to use, but you could say like guarantee or satisfaction, or actually we'll just do a free returns, and then we can do, let's see, we can do a star. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, free returns if you are unhappy with your, I was going to say slippers, with your leggings, no problem. We offer free returns, no questions asked. Something like that. And then for shipping, orders go out next business day from the day you placed your order. And then we'll do this disclaimer, and let's do some sort of icon. We can do that. Let's see how that looks. Disclaimer: this product is in high demand and is going viral on TikTok while you can. We'll say that right there. Disclaimer, boom. All right, cool. Now we have those 4 things set up, and then you want to remove rich text right there. You don't need it. Multi-column, what you can do here is you can actually go here, and then I'm just going to remove all of these things and then keep the email sign up down below. And then all you guys have to do is just make sure you have some social proof. So we have image with text right here. You guys can set this up and just download some of these photos and then throw them right here and then talk about the product if you want. So if I were going to do that, I would just type in something like stay cozy all day. And then talk about how the Cozy Republic leggings keep you warm while maintaining, or wow, keep you warm and fashionable. Something simple like that. You could write more, but that's honestly fine for now. Once you start to test a product, then you can start to tinker with exactly what you're writing. And then all you would need to do is just download an image right here. We can just honestly screenshot this, screenshot that, and then go right here and throw it right here. Select image. We'll upload that right here. And then you'll just select the image and there it is. But one thing I do want to talk about with images is when you guys are selling a product online, especially with the marketing angles that I'm about to share with you in a second. So stick around because we're going to get real deep into how to then grow this website with content and with efficient ways of marketing to ensure you guys are profiting. But if you guys are going to be using the tactics I'm about to show you with TikTok, you guys want your images to be really dialed in, and I'll explain exactly what I mean by that. So when you guys are running products with TikTok, you're going from a visual platform where there are people who have very slim attention spans who literally only want to see content that they really resonate with. So if someone's clicking on your website to view cozy fleece leggings, they want to see the cozy fleece leggings. And so for the first picture, at least, no matter the product, make sure it is something where it's a lifestyle image. Exactly what I mean by that is make sure the person is wearing the product, is using it, is demonstrating it, or someone is holding the product in their hand. If it's something like a remote or something weird, make sure it is in someone's hand or it's being demoed. That way people can visualize the product in their life, and it's not something that's too far-fetched, because if they land on your site and it's just a blank picture, like maybe it's just these leggings laid out on a desk, it's not going to look nearly as good as someone with a good looking body wearing the leggings. Girls want to see someone fit wearing the product. That way they can look at their self and say, hey, this could be me if I buy the product. Similarly, with your website, you guys need to intertwine that with your whole photos, also with your product description. You guys need to be discussing what people want out of your product. So when you analyze this product, you have to really dive deep and get a good understanding and grasp of why someone is even spending money to buy your product. If they're buying these sweats to be warm, don't tell them something weird that is not going to benefit them or that's going to hook them into buying it. Like, oh, your boyfriend will love you, or like, oh, something weird like that's going to happen. Like, sell them on the benefits. For example, you wouldn't wear these to the gym, so don't say these would be great at the gym. You could sell them on the fact that they could stay home and be cozy all day watching Netflix in these leggings. They can then imagine themselves on the couch with these leggings on, maybe with a nice hoodie that you could then upsell them with a nice bowl of popcorn watching their favorite Netflix series. That's what they want to have you visualize, or help you guys want to help them visualize that. You don't want them to be saying something like, or you don't want to say something where you're like, oh, you could wear this to the gym, because most likely the consumer is not going to wear these products to the gym. They're going to probably wear them and just chill out, or maybe go outside on a walk to go look at Christmas lights. But it's not something where like people are going to wear this to the gym because they'll get too hot. So really dial in on the exact use case for the product. That way you can sell them. It's exactly what I personally do with all of my websites, and it's how we are able to get really good conversion rates, is by just selling them on what they actually want to hear and what they honestly want out of the product, which is why we mentioned so cozy. It's stylish no matter the weather, and it shows your figure, and you won't ever want to take them off. They're stretchy and comfortable. These are all things that people want to hear. So honestly, just solidifying like what they already want to hear in this product description, it will make the website a lot better, and they will trust you a lot more. So the website's pretty much done. We've got some like little things like pages to set up, but I'll show you guys how to do that after we set up the logo. So I'm going to head to Canva. It's a free platform that you guys can just make a logo on, and I'll show you how to simply make a logo. It's pretty darn simple, and anyone watching can do this. So go to canva.com, and I'll see you guys there, and let's make a logo. So all we're going to do on Canva is just create a new canvas, and then all you need to do is add a heading and a subheading, and this is all you will have to do. Cozy Republic. That is it. And then right here, NYC, and then let's get this, and let's pick a cool font. League Spartan, and then let's blow this up. Let's make this as big as we can. This is professional logo design, guys, right here. Let's center that, make this larger, and that's that. And then NYC, we'll just do it like this. So let's actually center it. That seems good right there. All right, now for colors, we need to pick that red that we used. So let's go over here to theme settings, and then we'll go here. That is the color code we're going to be using. All you would have to do, if you want to make both of these the same color, you can just plug that in, do it like that. You can do just cozy if you want. Let's make sure this fits. Yeah, fits. And then that's pretty much it. That's the logo right there. If you want, you can just screenshot it, or you guys can save it either way. I'm on Canva Pro, so I can just save it with a transparent background. But if you guys don't have that, you guys can just, again, screenshot it just like that, and you have a logo. If you want to get this a little closer, you can. But the reason we're making it so nice and simple and subtly adding NYC is because we want to make ourselves look like an established brand, and doing so by putting NYC, again, it connects a familiar city with the potential audience, the potential customer. That way, it's not just another bland logo. And this is a very simple way to get around making a crazy intricate logo. Like, this is not intricate by any means, but it has been working very well for us. So I'm going to just download this right now with a transparent background, and then this will be the logo. So let's save that. I'm going to go here and then also just make sure I crop it to ensure that, let's see, is all dialed in. So let's make sure of that. Actually, that's fine, whatever. And then to change the logo, once you guys have a simple logo made, don't overcomplicate this. Again, like if you guys are going to test this product and I'm showing you guys, cool. But if the product doesn't work, you don't want to have invested like hours worth of hard work on creating a logo that is correlated to a product to then have that product fumble and fail. So just make a logo that is decent, but it like don't make it super crazy, because if it's too intricate and you put in too much work and then it fumbles and it fails and the product just sucks, then you will be left with a bag where you just wasted tons of time. So I don't want that to happen to you guys. But for now, there's a very simple logo. We can click save and then check it out on mobile if we want, and it looks nice and professional. So now, you know, it looks like we're some high-class brand selling this product, when in reality, it's just a little 22-year-old in his house chilling in his bedroom. So that is the logo right there. Again, super simple, and it's something that looks pretty darn solid. So now you can go through and it looks like a real professional website. There are just, again, a few things we need to tidy up. So let's go exit out of here and then head to navigation. And then this is where we will start to add tons of different policies to ensure we have everything set up. So you don't need to name it. It'll name itself, and then just select all of the policies you guys are adding onto your store. So let's just keep doing this. We have done contact information, privacy policy, link. We'll go to refund policy, add, and then just keep doing this with every single policy. Terms of service, add, save menu, and then we need to create one more. All we're going to do is shipping policy, or shipping. We can just do shipping, and then all we'll need to do shipping times. Actually, let's be smart about this. So we'll just go to this website's shipping. They should have one. Actually, they only have an FAQ. Wow, they don't have a shipping page. I'm interested. Yeah. Well, you should add shipping, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to discard that. But definitely add a shipping policy. The way you'd get shipping is just see exactly how long the product takes to get to your customer. So right there, takes 10 to 15 days plus processing time. So that would be what, 11 to 18 days. And so you would just put that on your shipping page right here, and then tell all the customers that that is what's up. And then now all you'll have to do, go to online store. Make sure this is also published. Otherwise, it's just going to use the Dawn theme. So once that's all dialed in, then you'll click customize again. Go to, oh, this is also something we need to change. Let's go back here. This is just stuff that will happen when you're building a site. There's going to be times where you forget stuff. And so this is a good, nice, raw idea of what's going to happen. So right here, there should be products. There should be the cozy fleece leggings. There we go. Apply. And then this we want to change to shop now. Shop now. And then let's apply that. Contact, we can just do, yeah, that's fine. Save this. Now we can go to online store, customize, and let's check out our website to see exactly how it's looking. Oh, also we need to edit the shop now button. That is not correct. Let's go to the leggings, click save. All right, now this shop now button should take us to the product page directly if we set it up properly, which we did. So that's solid. Let's just look through and make sure everything is looking nice and neat. So yeah, that all looks pretty much solid. Everything's good to go on the product side of things, or product page at least. Now what we'll need to do is just add some reviews. So what we can do is we can do Luke's, we can do Ali reviews, or what you can do is just customize the theme itself and click shop now, go back to the product page. This is something we've been doing for actually a little bit, and it's working pretty well. So here's pretty much how you guys can set up reviews, and this is stuff that we're fabricating, so keep that in mind. I'll have a link for this image that you guys can just download for free in this description of this video. And then for the heading, all you'll need to do is like Tammy W, fake name, right? I got these for an early Xmas gift and am in love. Found them on TikTok scrolling, and this was the one thing I needed to buy. 10 out of 10. Boom. That is a review. So then all you would do is just keep doing this with all of these. Give them all the same exact stars. You can just keep doing different. Let's do Macy P. There we go. Macy P says, my BF got these for me for my B-day, and holy cow, I haven't taken them off. Yeah, that's fine. Oops, taking them off. Cool, that's another. And then you'll just keep doing this for every single one. So now you can do Olivia T, then Gertrude. Who the hell names their kid Gertrude? Gertrude said, wow, what lovely pants. My granddaughter got me a pair for my 76th birthday. He is the sweetest, almost as sweet as my leggings. Perfect. All right, save. So now we have some social proof right there, and the website is done. I used to use, like I mentioned, Luke's and Ali Reviews, and they work. However, this works just as well. Like I'm talking, we've scaled this structure that I'm sharing with you guys right now to like 20 to 50K a day. It works very well, and we're profitable, like really profitable, without even having actual apps that show reviews on our website. Like it's literally just this. And so the structure works, again, very simple to set up. All you need is that image, which I'll have below, but that is like, I'm gonna be completely honest, that is pretty much the website. If I missed anything, let me know and I'll reply to your guys' comments and shout you guys out or plug it in. But yeah, that's pretty much how you guys build a dropshipping store right now. So once you guys have a store built, first off, high five, congrats. This shit is boring. I'm not gonna lie, I've been dropshipping since 2017 and still to this day, I get no thrill from just sitting down and building a website. It's not fun by any means. But it does have to be done and it looks really good. So yeah, hats off to you guys for doing the hard, heavy lifting. Now comes the marketing. So essentially buckle up because we are kind of just getting started. Like I know this was a lot of work and it's just kind of like manual labor. Now comes the fun part where you have to now source creatives and come up with a good marketing scheme. But luckily you guys are watching from someone who actually still dropships and knows what the hell he's doing, unlike a lot of people on YouTube. So take notes, get ready, because I'm going to drop some sauce on you guys and show you exactly how I'm currently marketing all of our dropshipping stores that we are running to date, setting you guys up for this new year, exactly what we're doing coming into this new year. That way you guys can make a killing, I'm making a killing, and everyone's happy, and then we can all get rich. So get ready to take some notes because again, I'm going to drop some sauce. So we will get into my computer again and I will show you guys exactly what I am doing, how you guys can go out and test these products, and then once they're tested, how to go out and scale them up to like $1,000 per day. After that, I'll show you exactly how to get the content needed for the ads, and then we'll cover some more fun stuff, and that will be it. You guys will be on your way, ready to start your very own dropshipping business without spending a dime on any sort of paid course. Real quick though, if you guys do want more in-depth information, I can only put so much on YouTube. Like this is a few hour video, maybe like 1 or 2 hours in itself. However, I do have a free course that I have made with all this stuff really simply outlined. It's also free. I'll have a link below to join that, or you can just go to discovertiktokdropshipping.com to check that out. But other than that, let's get into marketing and go over exactly what you guys need to do to absolutely blow up your dropshipping business this year and make an absolute killing. So let's get into it. Once you guys have your website all set up, you know exactly what product you guys are selling. The website or Shopify store is all dialed in like I just showed you guys how to do. The next key ingredient comes into play with succeeding with dropshipping this year, and it's going to be TikTok ads. And so if you guys don't know how to use TikTok ads, I'm going to quickly show you and then also show you my exact testing strategy, because you will need to test products out to ensure that they actually will profit prior to actually ramping up the ad spend and making tons of money, because if you do that too soon, you'll lose money. So what you need to do is go to getstarted.tiktok.com and you will be led to this website. You'll click get started and then fill out all your information. And then once you have an account, it'll look something like this, where now you have a TikTok business center, and then you can basically create create ads. So it's a pretty simple process to actually go ahead and create that account. So once that's done, you're good to go. Now what we can do is we can go in and start creating our ads. So what we want to do is go to custom mode. And before we do, I want to give you guys an overview of what we're actually doing right now. So when you create a Shopify dropshipping store, no one is going to be able to find your website. It's not like they can just search up like leggings and that your website's going to pop up and you're going to make all this money. I wish it was that simple, but it is not by any means. And so what you need to do is some form of marketing. Now there are many different ways you can do it. You can do Facebook ads, Instagram ads. You can post organically on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. And you could do it that way, or you can do what I like to do, which is TikTok ads. Now the reason I like TikTok ads so much is simply because the cost to actually have someone visit your website and then go ahead and purchase a product, it's actually very low if you know exactly what you're doing, which I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do. That is going to be the exact strategy I'm showing you guys right now. So if you don't want to do TikTok, again, you can do Google ads, you can do Facebook ads, Instagram. The benefit of TikTok is they don't really ban accounts as easily. And so it's very easy to run ads on TikTok and scale ads up, spend more money and profit a ton of money. So that is why I like TikTok. Also, TikTok is the social media platform right now. And I think in 2023, it definitely will continue to be the platform. And we can already see that by all the other platforms fighting for an edge with their short form content and all that stuff. So all we're going to need to do, click that create new button and then go to website conversions as the overall advertising objective. For the title, all I did was leggings ABO test. And then all we're going to do is no categories declared, do not create a split test, and it's not CBO, which is campaign budget optimization. So this is what's called the campaign. This is basically a folder housing your actual ads inside of them. So this is telling the overall algorithm of TikTok. So what is the goal? What are we going to strive for? And we are striving for website conversions. If we were going for traffic, then that would just be clicks. And that would be the goal with the ads. If it was just to get views, we'd run it for that. If it was for lead gen to just collect emails or something, it would be that. Same thing with all that. But for this, we are running an e-commerce business. We want to just drive website conversions. So that is the goal. This is just telling TikTok, hey, run ads for this in mind. So once you do that, you'll click next and you will go over here. I don't know if you guys can see. Now we're on the ad group section. This is essentially another folder with data that's saying this is the sort of targeting we want. So, okay, this campaign folder is saying, yes, we want to run ads for conversions, which is purchases. That's awesome. But who the hell do we show these ads to now? The ad group is where you start to select that. So with Pixel, you can select the Pixel. This is just Discover TikTok Dropshipping Pixel. I'm just using this as an example, but you would select whatever pixel you have, and how you set that up is basically just download and I can show you guys real quick. Go on your Shopify store real quick, and then all you would have to do is let the Shopify store load, and you would back out of here, and then you just go to apps and then type in TikTok and then hit enter, and then you guys will find the TikTok Shopify app. So it's going to be right here, TikTok. You would add the app, and then all you have to do is log into this TikTok account that I just showed you guys. It's a TikTok ad account, not just a TikTok account like on the app itself. So keep that in mind. But then once you do that, you can then sync up the Pixel, which is essentially a website tracker. So it goes onto your Shopify store, and anytime someone's viewing your content, anytime someone is clicking add to cart, or anytime someone's completing a purchase, the Pixel will track it, and then it will bounce back that data to TikTok. So that way they know, hey, this is a purchase, hey, this is a click, this is a view content, this is an add to carts, and they'll know exactly how many purchases they are generating you. So for optimization events, you would do complete purchase. This is for complete registration. Do not do that. We only have initiate checkout and complete registration. You would do complete payment though, so disregard that. All you'll have to do is go for placements, select placements, and do just TikTok, and then advanced settings, turn off comments, turn off downloads, and then you can leave sharing on if you'd like, or you can turn that off. It's not crazy big of a deal. For creative type, this is called automated creative optimization. We're going to turn that on, and I'll explain that in a second as to why we're turning that on, but we are going to want to leave that on. Now for location, I'm in the US, so I'm just going to select the United States. If you live in Australia, if you live in Canada, or if you live in somewhere like the United Kingdom, Germany, wherever, select your country, and then you're good to go for that. For languages, I personally do all. You can do English English though, if you would only like to do English. I'm going to leave it all for now. And then for gender, only change the gender if it is something very specific to females or males. The reason you want to leave it to all genders is simply because sometimes TikTok, number one, gets the gender wrong on who the account is made for. Number two, TikTok actually charges more usually to run ads when you narrow by gender. And then age, what I'm going to do is just do 18 plus. So I only do 18 plus because 13 to 17 year olds, unless you're selling a product for $1 and scamming people, you're not going to get good valuable conversions for $13 to $17. So I personally don't do that. And then all of this other stuff we're going to leave blank. We're not going to do any interest. We're not going to do any device targeting or any targeting expansion. It's literally just narrowing by age and country and language if you want, gender if you want, but no sort of targeting or anything like that. Simply because TikTok works best with TikTok ads when you don't do any targeting. For daily budget, all we will do is $20, and then we will set this to run tomorrow at, let's select the proper time. We're going to do tomorrow at 4:30. Let's go to 4:30 a.m. You can do it anytime near the beginning of the day. I personally like 4:30. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. So when it's 4 here, it's already a few hours ahead in Central and then in East Coast. So I just do 4:30. That usually works best with myself. And then if you do want to get very hyper focused on certain times of day, you can do day parting. This is something that works extremely well. Not as much when you're just testing out, but when you're spending $1,000 a day, 5K per day, 10K per day, you definitely want to day part. So we can just do Monday through Sunday at 4:30 to midnight every single day. And then midnight to 4:29 a.m., these ads are going to be off, meaning they're not really going to spend any money, which is good. You don't want your ads to spend money when they're not going to get you purchases or when they're not likely to get you any conversions. So that's how you guys set up your ad group. This is, again, exactly what I just said, which is telling TikTok, hey, this is who I want to target. So yes, we want to go for conversions. We want to go for purchases. This is the audience I'm going after, and that is what you are doing right here. All of this bidding and optimization stuff, you will leave that blank. You'll click next. And this is where we get into the juicy fun stuff, which is going to be your actual ads. So you're telling TikTok, hey, I want conversions in the campaign. Inside that, there's another folder that is an ad group that's saying, hey, for that campaign that wants conversions, I want to target only 18-year-olds in the United States that speak English. So all from that data, they know that stuff, but there's no visual. There's nothing that you have given TikTok. So they're now asking one last question, which is, what the hell do I show the audience? And that is where the actual ad comes into play. So for this, you'll set an identity, which is going to be a logo right here. I'm not going to set one, but you essentially just want this logo to correlate to your product or to your end user. So if you're selling nice fuzzy little earphones or ear cups for the winter, you want to throw on a picture with a girl wearing them. And then for this, you can just do like the cozy cups or something. But for our website, we're going to do cozy leggings. And so we can just title it that, or Cozy Republic leggings. That's good. And then here is where the fun stuff happens. So this is where you upload all of the videos that you are going to be using for your TikTok ads. Now, this is kind of foreign territory to a lot of people, so do not worry. Once I set this up, I will show you exactly how to get all of this content, because I want to ensure you guys do it properly. If you don't do it properly, your TikTok accounts may get suspended. So definitely keep watching, because I'm going to show you guys how to get good content, and that is something that you guys should definitely dial in on. But essentially, what you want to do is upload 30 videos, 30 videos right here of someone using the product, demoing the product, saying they love the leggings or whatever product you're selling and they can't live without them. Upload 30 videos. If you upload any less, we have seen that we've been having a lot of spending issues. So what that means is you give TikTok, let's just say, like I said, $20 every single day to spend that money on ads to then potentially generate purchases. Well, TikTok may only spend $1 or $2 when you don't have a whole lot of videos, which is why I'm telling you guys, hey, use a lot of videos. TikTok really likes it. But then after that, all you have to do is just say, get your leggings now, something like that. 50% off until midnight. I spelt that horribly. 50% off until midnight. Buy one, get one free. Get these leggings. Get these leggings while they last. and just stuff like that. Pretty much simple, straight to the point things that have buyer intent, that tell people, hey, go get the product. And then for the website URL, you want to keep in mind, you're not trying to send them to the home page. Do not send your audience to this page, right? Because they're going to land and they're going to see a picture of some wrinkled sheets. That's not what you're selling. You are selling this product right here. So then you'll copy this link, which is in the URL, and then this is where you want to send them to actually go ahead and purchase. They'll need to select their size, and then you'll be golden. So we would just plug that in right there, and that would be it. We'd click submit. Once you submit this, then you would just go in on your campaign, which I don't have that set up, but then you would just duplicate this 4 times, totaling to 5 different ad groups in this single campaign. And these are all going to be at $20 per day. There's going to be nothing different. The reason we run 5 ad groups, which essentially means we're giving TikTok a total of $100 per day to spend. The reason we're doing this is because we want to give our product enough time and effort and honestly enough chance to actually succeed. If you only give TikTok 20 bucks, usually these products are not going to get you good sales. But if you test it on multiple ad groups, we've seen a higher likelihood of success just because we're able to see if there's actually purchases and people that are interested in the product way sooner than if we only spend 20 bucks on ads. So keep that in mind if you guys want to be conservative, be my guest, but I'm just telling you, it takes a lot longer to test a product when you only spend 20 bucks a day. So that is the TikTok side of things for testing. Now I'll get into how to, once something works, well, first when to know if a product is working or not. And then after that, I'll show you guys exactly how you guys can go from just testing a product to then how to actually scale it up from spending $100 a day, maybe you're generating $250, to then spending $1,000 a day, generating $2,500 and profiting maybe $1,000 every single day. So let's get into all that juicy stuff, because that is really what's going to seal the deal for you guys with dropshipping and have you guys ready to go on your way for this insane journey that could honestly potentially change your life and make you tons of money. So let's get into it. Now, I know I showed you guys how to actually set up ads, but I want to talk about the creatives themselves. So like I mentioned, campaigns are a folder that just tell the ads what the objective is, but then you have targeting, which is the ad group, and then lastly you have the visual stuff, which I'm going to show you guys on my computer right now. That is the ad creative. This is what we're going to discuss right now, essentially what makes a good creative, where I get my creatives, and how you guys can easily and efficiently source your creatives. So this is one of the creatives that we have been using for a product we ran for the past few months. Can't believe it. This device helps snap. Pretty much let me mute this and I'll keep playing the creative. Pretty much the goal with this creative is to show people, demo the product, show off whatever product we are using or selling, and then do some sort of before and after if we possibly can. If it's something that we can actually tell them or sell them based on a before and after, that is pretty much what we do. And then I can show you guys some other ones. Here's another one, just a very simple raw one with not much text, because some of the times when we sell very simple products, we don't actually need to use tons of text, tons of spammy call to actions and stuff like that. So that's one of our other creatives we've used. If the product doesn't have a ton of videos, there's a very difficult time, or we have a difficult time sourcing tons of video clips. And so we just throw in screenshots, screen recordings, or we'll do green screens with our website in the background. So those were a few creatives. I can show you guys a few more. Here is another one for this face slimmer product that we have sold. So just basically saying she has a chubby face. If you want one, or if you want to fix that, use this product, use it 3 to 5 times per week, amazing results. And that's pretty much it. Very simple, but effective. So those are a few of our creatives. Now, how exactly do you source them? Like I mentioned, I recommend you guys use 30 creatives. That is the number. However, if you can get close to that number, that's fine. But those are the numbers you guys should be hitting for how many videos you guys are sourcing to test your products, and just give them a fair chance at actually performing well. Now, there are a few ways to actually get these creatives, a few that are going to be simple and fast. However, they're going to be a little more risky, which means you could get your TikTok ad accounts banned. There are some time-consuming routes to also go that will force you guys to actually edit your videos. And then there's probably the most efficient, which is the way I go, which is just paying a company to make all these videos. The third and last way is probably the most efficient, and I'll cover that one the last. So number one is going to be just going on TikTok, typing in whatever sort of product you guys want to sell. Literally just copy the URL, then go to SnapTik or whatever website you guys want to use for a TikTok video downloader without watermark. You can just Google that and pull up whatever website you want. You can plug in the URL and download that video directly off of TikTok, and that will get you a video that you can use for ads. The only downside is TikTok is getting very strict with their creatives, meaning if you guys start to steal other people's videos, you could get in some sort of issue where TikTok may ban your accounts. It sucks, but that is the reality. Maybe 6 months ago, that wasn't as big of a deal, but moving into 2023, I would imagine TikTok is going to tighten up what they are doing to ensure people aren't just stealing videos, which is good. Like, it forces people to make good content and get custom content, but it's bad for us dropshippers, right? Like, we want to go on and test a product right away, and this kind of puts a halt at that unless you do what I'm going to tell you for this next part. The next way to actually get creatives is to use CapCut. So then you can just essentially, and CapCut is just an app that you can use to edit videos. But what you can do is download the videos, like I just said, using SnapTick or something along those lines, SSSTick, either website you want. But again, just a TikTok, no watermark video downloader, and then plugging it into any sort of video editor like CapCut or something else. And then essentially editing your own video, making it look nice, clean, and unique. That way TikTok sees your video as a custom or like a new video, and it's not like you just downloaded the video and posted it as is. You're putting in a little bit more effort, and we've seen those videos actually perform better with better click-through rates, better overall cost per clicks, and they usually convert a whole lot better. Best of all, TikTok doesn't really ban us when we're editing the creatives. The only downside is it takes me a shit ton of time to edit videos, so I don't personally do it anymore. I personally use a website and use a company to have them edit pretty much all of my videos, and that is the third route to go. I use Viral Vid Studio. This is actually one of my good friend's websites. It's not my company. It's one of my good friend's websites, and so he basically gets all of my creatives for us for pretty much every single product we're going to be testing. So they have TikTok creatives where they'll just have your videos get edited and they'll edit them themselves. They have TikTok just one video and then 25 bulk videos. And then they have UGC videos. So if you guys need custom stuff done, they do that, and just tons of other stuff if you want to split test and all of that. And so that is probably the most efficient way of just sourcing creative. It may seem pricey, but if your videos are converting a whole lot better, it makes sense. And the moment we see a product is working, we double down with paying for content, and that is how we start to scale. The reason is because a lot of people, when they're dropshipping, and especially in 2023, they're not going to be investing as much money as they should in custom content, which is why I'm telling you guys to literally do this right now. Like, once you guys have a product that is working okay, it is very smart to test the product with custom content or even just with better edited videos, simply because 9 out of 10 times these are going to perform a whole lot better than if you just go ahead and download a video directly from TikTok and use it as an ad. I would imagine TikTok will continue to tighten up their policies to ensure we are not ripping other people's videos and just using them directly as ads. And so that's why this is a pretty good idea to actually go ahead and get around that, because TikTok will probably start to become Facebook in the sense where they may start to ban people a lot quicker. They may even introduce page score or something along those lines, or ad quality. I'm not really sure yet, but that is something I do see happening in the near future. So to kind of keep yourself in good standing, using somewhat custom content is the way to go. And it also just gives your brand a whole lot more credibility. For myself, when I run up products and scale them, the ads that convert the best are usually the ones that have a unique face that's shown on the videos. And then also, when whoever's demoing the product, when they say our brand name, for example, the Cozy Republic leggings sound a whole lot better than these cool leggings I saw. The first example sounds very branded. It sounds like it's a very legitimate business. And so that is how we prefer to get our creatives done, to ensure that when people watch our ads, they don't see us as some scammy dropshipping website. They see us as a legitimate thing, a legitimate brand that sells good products. And so Viral Vid Studio helps out with that. You guys can check them out at viralvidstudio.com. I'll have a link below if you guys do want to use their services. They do have very fast delivery times, and if you need any revisions, they'll provide them to you, no questions asked. So it's a pretty cool service if you guys do need good ads for your guys' ventures with dropshipping, or honestly with whatever, but mainly dropshipping products. So that is the whole creative side of things. So I covered TikTok paid ads. However, if you don't have any money, do not worry. There's a very simple way to make tons of money with dropshipping without ever spending really more than like 50 to 100 bucks. I would say zero, but I'd kind of be capping because you have to spend a little bit of money. However, it's pretty much a free route to go to actually start to grow your dropshipping business. And it's what's on the screen right now, not this product, but this strategy that this brand called Mini Katana has done. I've mentioned them before on one of my videos a few weeks ago, but I want to kind of just hit home with this whole strategy to show you guys, if you have no money, how to still dropship, how to still make tons of money. And honestly, you could make like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month without spending any money on ads with this strategy. It involves what is called short form content. So as you guys know, TikTok is all short form content. YouTube also has it, and I'll show you their account as well on TikTok. They've got 1.6 million followers on TikTok, and they post very regularly. On YouTube, they've got 1.4 million subs. So if you guys want to be a famous YouTuber, do it with the dropshipping channel. But I'm being completely for real here. So what you guys basically need to do is just find some sort of product with the product research methods I showed you guys. And if you guys want more in-depth stuff on this strategy, I did actually make a full module with tons of videos breaking this down way more in depth in our free course that I'll have a link below to join. It's completely free. I'm not selling you guys some paid course right now. It's free. So if you want to check that out, be my guest. But pretty much the way you do this is you find products that have viral potential. Like I'll pull one up real quick. So for example, I just searched up on Alibaba toy gun. So this is an amazing product that you guys can run the same exact strategy for. You can order these little toy guns. Basically what they do is they shoot these little Orby balls, like it's balls that are rubber that shoot and they explode because they're filled with water. You could easily make TikTok videos showing off this product, shooting it at like your cat, shooting it at something at the wall, at your computer screen or whatever, and just make viral content with this exact product. Make 2 to 3 videos a day, keep posting them, try to intertwine comedy or something in regards to something other than just the product to ensure that the product goes viral, and then you'll be good to go. It's something that we're doing right now, and we are making anywhere from 10 to 20K a day with this strategy without spending $1 on ads. We had one day last week that converted around $80,000 in sales with 0 paid ads. And so this strategy does work if you have a good offer, a good product that people want, and then if you have really good content. And honestly, you don't even need that many views. You just need a really good product that people are itching like little crackheads for, and they don't have anywhere else to go get the products. So that's one of the routes you guys can go if you have no money. The reason that this product also sells so well and that this brand is just absolutely dominating is simply because of the average order value and the upsell potential and the lifetime value of the customer. So when someone is buying a mini katana, which I'll go to their website, it's essentially these mini katanas, like mini swords. They used to just sell mini swords, but then they expanded into real life-size swords. So as you guys can see, they're these mini ones, and then I think they're doing like pens, like that you can write with and stuff, but now they sell actual swords. But what I was saying is the lifetime value of products like this is absolutely unreal. You're selling products that people buy, and then if they see a new one that you release, then they're going to buy the new one. You can also sell some sort of sword rack with like 5 to 10 spots, and then now instead of them just buying one $190 sword, they're buying one every single month or one every few months. Maybe they buy 3 a year, 3 swords a year. Instead of acquiring a customer and just having them spend $200 one time, you're now selling them very consistently on these new products, because why have one sword when you can have 10? And so that is essentially their whole business model. Same thing could be right here. You could sell the little Glock one that shoots same exact things but is just smaller, or you could have the big rifle type ones right there. It just depends. So many different ways to, get into this sort of strategy. I'm not saying sell these toy guns or sell swords, but this is just an example. Take this idea and run with it in a completely different niche, creating some sort of demand for your product another way, but just by using this overall organic content strategy, simply because it's insanely easy. I know when I started dropshipping back in 2017, there were literally no routes to go for doing products and selling them organically. It was something where I had to pay people to post on their TikTok. Well, at the time it was Instagram, post on their Instagram account to shout me out. But now you can just create these videos, post them on an account with like no followers, and blow up in a matter of no time. So this is probably the most beneficial route to go if you have no money, if you're on a tight budget. Honestly, even if you have some money, try out TikTok organic. And then obviously once you scale with TikTok organic, download the videos, make a YouTube channel, post them on YouTube Shorts, save those videos, post them on Instagram Reels, and I promise you the results will shock you. I am running up the same exact content, just download it and post it onto other platforms, and sometimes Instagram performs better, sometimes YouTube does better, it just depends. But overall, all of these platforms are competing. They're all wanting to take the lead with short form content, and so make sure you post these videos across the board and you guys will crush it with all of this, with dropshipping, with making good content, without spending literally any money. It's just just filming videos and making the videos good. But like I mentioned, if you want a more in-depth route for this, I will have a link to the free course below. It shows you how to dropship with paid ads and with free TikTok organic stuff like what I'm showing right now. But that is pretty much how to do dropshipping, how to do all of this stuff that I just showed you guys without spending much money at all on ads, because you just make videos and go viral yourself. So hopefully this was valuable. So we've covered pretty much all aspects of marketing. Lastly, let's talk about how to expand your team, how to grow this business, how to go from making $1,000 a day to then making 10K per day and then maybe $1 million a month and even past that, because you guys might be watching this not making any money right now and maybe the $100 per day mark is your goal. But as soon as you hit that, you can go ahead and 10x that with certain strategies and ideas and just ways of thinking. And so don't sell yourself short. There's so many levels to this whole business and there are so many new mountains you'll have to climb. And so I'm going to explain how to expand the business. So get ready and let's get into it. Now we're going to go over systems and hiring. So once you guys are doing dropshipping and you guys are, let's just say, doing $100 a day, you may find stuff that you're doing that you don't want to do long term. And so this is where you could potentially scale up your business, maybe go from $100 a day, scale it to $1,000 a day, which we'll talk about that after this topic. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do that with TikTok ads with a unique strategy we've been running with. So stick around for that. But once you do start to scale, there are going to be things you want to outsource. So this is where systems and hiring comes into place. Now, this may be different for each and every one of you guys. Some of you guys may want to outsource building out your own website. Some people may want to outsource customer support, maybe product research. It kind of depends. However, for whatever you're wanting to outsource, I will show you guys how to find good talent, to actually find people that are going to be able to do good work for you. This is coming from someone who's had people hired from this exact strategy, and they've been hired for over a year now. So this is essentially how you guys will build out your systems and start to hire people to expand the business. So first things first, you just want to figure out what is taking up the most time, that if you are able to delegate it to someone else, it's going to free up a lot of your own time and in turn allow you to go out and make more money and work more on your dropshipping business to in turn expand the whole company as a whole. So for myself, customer support and product research were some of the few things that I really didn't like doing, as well as building out the dropshipping stores themselves. Surprise, surprise, I don't really build my stores out myself anymore. I have a team that manages that. And so what I personally do is I go to Upwork. Very simple. I'll just type out a document stating exactly what I want out of the person who I want to hire. And this is basically a job posting where you're posting and telling people on Upwork, hey, I want to hire you and I need to find someone that's really skilled at XYZ. Whether it be product research, maybe you guys want to find people to actually find you products to go out and sell on TikTok or whatever, or maybe it's just someone to reply to emails to make sure your customer support stuff is all handled. Whatever the case may be, type it all in this Upwork posting and make sure you guys are very detailed with what you guys want and what you guys expect. One of the things I also recommend you guys to do is in between this listing, make sure you type something like reply with a smiley face emoji so I know you're not a bot, because what will happen is when you guys do Upwork postings, a lot of the time people are just going to spam message you and they're not actually going to be that skilled at what you're wanting. And they're not actually going to be the best possible person for the job, which is why you want to intertwine that maybe once or twice in your listing, just something like reply with a smiley face or reply with the exclamation point in the second line so I know you're real or so I know you're not a bot. That way you can make sure these people who are messaging you have done the due diligence to actually know what you're wanting out of this listing and out of this job that you're offering them. Doing this should free up a ton of time for you if you guys are running solo by yourself a dropshipping store. And then past that, what you guys want to do is essentially build out this one store. So let's say you have one hero product that's crushing it. I don't know, let's just say you're selling some sort of bracelet. So you're selling one bracelet, that's like the hero product, the main one that's pulling in all of the revenue. What you want to do is you want to expand to 3 to 5 more products that you can consistently scale up. And then once you hit that cap of 5 products, what you can do is you can either take a step back, analyze the business, and think if it's a good idea to keep expanding this one brand and getting more SKUs. SKUs basically just mean more products on your website to keep expanding, or is it more beneficial to maybe open up a second store, run them both simultaneously, and they can both be in different niches. That way you can start to hop into different categories and sell even more products. So that's something we personally do. And then dependent on that decision, we set a game plan for how many products we're going to be testing per week in each store. So we personally personally like to do 5 to 10 products per week per store. And so if we have 2 or 3 stores running, we will run 5 to 10 product tests per niche or per store that we're running, just to make sure we're testing enough to then find good products and that we can actually scale up. The reason we test so much is just because people are testing products very regularly. Dropshipping is competitive. There are lots of people in it, and so that's completely fine. However, if you guys do want to consistently pull in winning products and find them so that way you can take them and scale them up and make tons of money, you guys need to be testing a whole lot of products very consistently. I've even had some students make 6 figures profit, some actually exit their stores, and some are doing like 5 to 10K every single day, which is absolutely insane. But I will say these people who have trained, they are people who are testing very regularly. It's not like they're just testing one product a week. You have to up the amount of products you're testing, and you have to consistently put in work with this business if you guys want to make money. Because like I mentioned, it's competitive, so keeping that in mind, you want to work harder than every other Joe Schmo that's trying to make money with dropshipping, because it's now becoming a more glamorized business, which means a lot of people are going to try it out, so make sure you guys put in more work than others. Since you guys stuck around, I'm going to give you guys some real sauce right now for exactly how you guys can actually get pretty ridiculous cost per purchases with TikTok. So here's how the whole, and I might have some cat fur on me, I was downstairs, but here's how the whole game plan works. When you guys are running ads, okay, you need to think of it in a very systemized manner. So it's not anything funny. It's not like you just see something working and then you edit your budget to $10,000 a day and that's how you scale. Like, you can't scale blindly. You have to look at the way you run ads a little bit differently. So how we personally do it is we look and we need to see if ad groups are going to perform well. And so what I mean by that is, like, we'll look at a whole campaign, and like I showed you guys already how to set up your TikTok ads. In the campaign, we'll look in individual ad groups and we'll basically see, are any of these ad groups crushing it? What I mean by that is, are they getting a 2 to 3 plus ROAS? So what that means, if you're spending $10, you are generating $30 in sales. If you spend $100, generate $300. Is this happening, or is it performing better than that? If that's the case, that is when you implement strategies like the ones I'm about to tell you, and you can get really ridiculously cheap cost per purchases. So here's exactly what you'll do. You'll go back onto TikTok, you'll go to website conversions, and this is not going to be an ABO test. This is going to be a bid test, okay? So then you'll do that. It's not a campaign budget optimization, and then you will go click continue. Go click continue. So from here, you'll select your pixel. This is a separate pixel that we are running for something else, but it's going to be complete payments, not complete registration. This is different, however, same thing. So complete payment, and then for placement, select placement, do just TikTok, or you can do automatic. They honestly both have been working, and even just running Pangle ads, we've been getting like 70-cent cost per purchases. So, you know, pick and choose whatever you want to do. However, we're just going to do just TikTok, turn off the comments like usual, turn off video downloads and sharing. Same exact thing as the testing structure. So automated creative, yes. All this stuff is going to be the exact same, like I had mentioned. 18 plus language, you can do that if you want. Here is where you do the fun stuff though. So what you'll do, and this account won't actually have it, but you'll go to value optimization. So for this ad account, I don't yet have value optimization unlocked because it's one that I'm just using to show you guys how to set it up. But all you do is select value optimization and then do target cost. And then all you will do for the target cost, it's going to be somewhat like cost cap. So for this, I'll just do it. You'll do $3.77. So it's not cost cap. It's going to be a target cost. So that is what you would do at $3.77. And then let's say you're selling a product for $30 and you get it for $10. You would do increments of $2. So go from $3.77 to $5.77 to $7.77 to $9.77 and so on, all the way until you get to your target cost or to your actual break-even cost per purchase. So again, if your sell price, and I'll try to break it down a little bit further, if your sell price is 30, you subtract the cost per product, which would probably be $10, and you will get the $20. That's the whole margin on the product after product cost. So from that, then you use that as your break-even point for the ad. So now you're running ads starting at $3.77 target cost, and then you'll basically duplicate this one ad group. So you'll go ahead, click next, create it all, set it all up with the same exact structure with the creatives I told you guys for how to test products, but this is for scaling, and you'll do this, and you'll do this ad group, and then you'll keep making them until you get again to your break-even cost per purchase. And then all you'll have to do is set each of these budgets targets to, it's going to sound weird, $250. So essentially, the reason we're doing this is because we are trying to squeeze very cheap cost per purchases, very cheap purchases from TikTok. So the reason we're doing such a low target cost is because we, again, are trying to like squeeze purchases out, trying to really get low cost per purchases, and this works very well with TikTok. But again, like I mentioned, you want to keep doing increments of 2. So then you do 5, then you do 7, then you do 9, then you do 11. That's 22. I can't really see my keyboard. And then so on, all the way up to around that $20 mark or wherever your break-even cost per purchase is. So that is pretty much the strategy for scaling. And if some of these ad groups hit, then you can create more ad groups with that same target cost and just run them up at $250 a day. This is how you can go from $100 per day in ad spend, maybe making $300 to $500. And then if you launch this and maybe a few of the ad groups hit, now you're going from a few $100s in sales to literally like $2,000 to $3,000 a day almost instantly. So it's a very sick ad strategy. It's super simple as well. Hopefully you guys understood that. I couldn't set it up because this is a fresh account and value optimization is not unlocked yet. It's something where you have to get around 50 purchases to unlock value optimization, and then you can do target cost and minimum ROAS and all of that stuff. And so that is pretty much the way you guys can actually get insane ROAS. It's how we're actually doing very well. Like we're getting sub $1 cost per purchases with this strategy at scale. So definitely give it a go, because if you guys are dropshipping in 2023, this is going to be a strategy you want to run with, and take it and run with it. Try a new strategy, like tinker with the overall target cost. Maybe $3.77 doesn't work for you, so maybe bump it up to some random number, but just like try new stuff based off of the strategies I'm explaining to you guys. The overall concept will stay the same, but our strategies will consistently change. So make sure, if you guys also do want, click the link below. I'll have a free course where you guys can go through and learn all of our updated strategies that we often use to actually scale up our dropshipping stores. But other than that, I wish you guys all the best of luck in this new year. 2023 is going to be an absolute money printer. I'm very excited with the whole recession coming into play. Dropshipping is going to absolutely take off, and I want you guys to all rewatch this video if you need to. Set up your website, find really banger products, run TikTok ads, or do TikTok organic, or even if you want to do Facebook or Instagram ads, do something. But people are going to be spending money a lot right now, right before this recession kicks in, and then stuff may get tightened up. So that's why I'm very adamant about dropshipping right now. It's because people are still spending money, and I want the people who want to hustle and make money actually take advantage of this. Also, check out the free course like I mentioned. It's linked below. Again, it's free to sign up, and you guys can learn exactly how to do this dropshipping stuff more in depth with all of those free videos. So definitely check that out below. But other than that, take action this year, chase your dreams. Stuff is very simple if you stay focused. So hopefully you guys, actually take this advice and run with it and take action. But other than that, see ya.